Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friendly neighborhood Norwegian clown. Just wishing you all a happy HALLOWICKED Halloween. Basically, this is a video updating about horror movies that are coming out or being remade. I'm going to start off with one that has already been remade, called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Many of you have already seen this, of course. If not, where the fuck have you been? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre originally came out in 1974. I seen it. It was a pretty okay movie for its time. Which, saying that, in today's world, it sucked. Terrible acting, very short plot line. Now let's go to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 version. Now, not only did the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre follow by four more sequels, I believe, but it was remade in 2003. That version was awesome. Better acting, better actors, and a better plotline. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not only did it have a remake, but it had a prequel to the remake, explaining the life of Leatherface and what happened before Leatherface became a chainsaw welding killer motherfucker. Came out in 2006. Also, was it not only good, but it was fucking excellent, in my opinion. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the prequel, was amazing. The original one sucked. The remake was good. The remake prequel was awesome. Now I'm going to skip to a film that is coming out next year. In 1980, Jason Voorhees was brought to the world on a film called Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, was considered to be Jason Voorhees' opening film, but really wasn't, considering it was his mother. And not only was it his mother in the first one, but in the second one he had a sack, like potato sack or something over his head with a little eye hole in it. And he never got his hockey mask officially until Part 3. Friday the 13th, Part 3. Friday the 13th is being remade in 2009. It comes out 2009. It's in process right now, coming out 2009. I saw the previews, the teaser trailer. A few things I really don't get. One, why the fuck does Jason Voorhees have his hockey mask in Part 1? Now, somebody told me that it's a remake to the first 3 films. How the fuck is that possible? I started thinking about that, and I was talking to a guy on the internet, and truly, how the fuck is that possible? Part 1, it was his mother. Part 2, he had a bag over his head. And Part 3, he had his hockey mask. So, what are they going to do? Explain to his mom, and then he's going to wear a bag on his head, and then he's going to wait till the end to come out with a hockey mask? Possible, but although I do want to see it. I want to see how it turns out. Friday the 13th is being remade in 2009. Now, not only that, let's go to another masked slasher killer, Halloween. Now, if you haven't seen this as well, where the fuck have you been? This came out last year. Halloween was originally made in 1978, when Michael Myers was brought to the world due to John Carpenter. Excellent director, excellent writer, amazing musical performer. Halloween 1978, awesome, especially for its time, amazing, and it followed like 8 sequels, you know? Really good movie, the first one. They remade it in 2007, brought to you by Rob Zombie. Now, I was skeptical at first, I mean, it looked amazing, it looked great. The only I watched the movie and it was great. It was almost perfect. There's only two flaws that I found. One, yes, they did go into his childhood life and everything, but why was he broken down trailer trash, so to speak? I'm sorry, I'm trailer trash. I didn't get that. He really doesn't need to be trailer trash, like, oh, this is my life, that's what I'm gonna have to kill. And the original one, he was killing because he was fucking crazy, fucked up in the head. That's why he killed people. And this one, it's like he has a background as to why he's killing people. Why can't we go back to the whole psychotic thing? Halloween, remade in 2007, being really good. The other second flaw I found, which I was fine with the, beat down, crappy life thing, but why was Michael Myers like 10 feet tall and like as wide as 5 people? He was fucking enormous. If you look at the original one, it's an actual guy, but you look at the remake, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? That guy is not only a fucking killer, he's like a goddamn wrestler. I don't know. Like fucking, he can't only fucking stab you with a knife, he could fucking fall on you and kill you. Let's go back with more remakes. Also, coming out 2009, Hellraiser came out in 1987. A lot of you know it for Pinhead, because due to its sequels, he was the main fucking person that was brought back in all of them. I used to always like the original one growing up, but then I really quit watching it for a while, and because I no longer had the VHS tape, then but Hellraiser, after watching it again, wow, it was like what the fuck. And yeah, I watched it again and it really wasn't that great. Bad acting. It's still good for its time and everything. No official date on when Hellraiser is being remade, but it is coming out in 2009. There's no trailer, there's no movie poster, there's no leak about anything that I could find. So, pretty much average. 2010 remakes. Let's go to our friendly little doll, Chuck. The happy-go-lucky good guy. That's what he was called, the doll. Happy-go-lucky good guy. Came out in 1988, followed by, I believe, 4 sequels. The original Chucky, I used to always like. Even as a kid, I watched the movie. I mean, yeah, as a kid, it scares the shit out of you. But when I was a little kid, I wanted a good guy doll. Child's Play. Great movie, especially for its time. I mean, watching it now, it's like I wish it was longer. But then they come out with the sequel, and the sequel was excellent. 3 was alright. 4 was alright. 5 sucked. What I wanted them to do was remake Chucky and show a little light on Charles Lee Ray. Do a prequel, Do a prequel and show the serial killing life of Charles Lee Ray. You can bring back Brad Dourif as Chucky. You can bring back Jennifer Tilly to play his girlfriend, because, I mean, it's a prequel. You're going back into his day. But no. 2010, they're remaking Child's Play, bringing back the Chucky doll. Possibility it might change, seeing as how it comes out 2 years after now, but doubt it. They could still just be redoing the doll. One thing I do like, though, the original writer for the Child's Play films is not only writing the remake, but directing it. So writing, directing, possibly producing, Child's Play is being remade in 2010. Now let's skip to my final slasher killer, fiend, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger came out in 1984. Another movie I always thought was great, but when I rewatched it again, wasn't that great. Followed by, 6 or 7 sequels? Not to mention the whole Freddy and Jason thing, Which, not only that, but when in Jason Goes to Hell, you see Freddy Krueger's hand come out, and I think it pulls his mask under the ground or something. I don't recall. It's been a while since I've seen it. But that led up to Freddy vs. Jason, which Freddy vs. Jason, awesome movie. Which reminds me, Jason, the remake, Friday the 13th, is being redone by the people that did Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason was awesome. So, Jason might be fucking kick-ass. Nightmare on Elm Street will be remade in 2010. Like I said, no official poster, no pictures, no leak, no trailer, nothing yet. So prepare yourself between now and 2010 to once again see Jason, Pinhead, Chucky, and Freddy Krueger. Thank you for watching.